Hey, movie fans, when Prime gets a movie or Netflix gets a movie with two big stars or multiple big stars and it goes directly there, I usually have trepidation. And usually I'm disappointed in it. They go directly there for a reason because they're not really good. So I didn't have any high hopes. I watched this movie a couple of days ago and I had thoroughly an entertaining time with this. And this is called The Wrecking Crew. This has Dave Bautista, Jason Momoa, um, Tamira Morrison, Clay's Bang, Marina Baccarin, and a whole other slew of others. Directed by Angel Manuel Soto, who did Blue Beetle a while back. And basically, it's about two brothers, the Hale brothers, whose father gets killed mysteriously, and they set off in revenge. So you got Dave Batista, who's the straight and narrow army guy, focused career and everything. Momoa is kind of this, cop, but his life is in shambles. His girlfriend's leaving him. He drinks a lot. This reminded me of the '80s buddy cop movies, kind of like Lethal Weapon a bit, Tango and Cash. Everybody knows Tango and Cash. You know, Bad Boys. Those type of movies where you have two opposite guys have to team up together, put their differences aside, and solve the case. This is what this remind me of. Over the top action. There's this scene with a cheese grater. If that doesn't make you do this, nothing will. And but overall, I'm going to say what saved this movie is the chemistry between Dave Batista and Jason Momoa. I mean, when they hate each other, you buy it. When they forgive each other, you fall for it. I had tears in my eyes and I fell for it. There's a scene where they fight outside the police station and they kind of say what's been hurting them all these years and why they've become estranged. And I fell for it. I got hooked into it, and I felt sympathy for these guys. And then I said, now I'm all in with these brothers, and I want them to get the bad guy. As for the bad guy, Clay Bang is really good. I enjoyed him. He did a series on Netflix called Dracula, written by the creators of Doctor Who, and he was phenomenal in that. He's pretty good in here. They don't give him a lot to do. He's a standard bad guy. This is the issue. Excuse me. This is the issue that I have with this movie. It does remind me of the '80s buddy cop films, and it does suffer from the mistakes of the buddy cop films, such as when they're having this fight in the parking lot of the police station, and they're breaking police cars, smashing windshields and doors. Not one cop comes out and see what's going on. I thought that was a little odd, but hey. There's a part where Jason meets this woman at a party and she's one of the most key figures of the movie. And by chance, out of the whole party, he bumps into her at the bar. So there's kind of these. I don't know if that's done intentionally to remind you of these '80s movies, how like sometimes how far fetched they were, and how sometimes they just didn't make any sense. But you loved it for what it was, entertainment, and this is what it is. This is strictly entertainment. Good action. There's some good one-liners. Momoa is funny. He pulls a couple of nice ones where he's, I believe it's with Jake and Batalon. He calls him the slow down, fat Jackie Chan. And then there's another guy that looks like a fat version. When I saw him, I said, "This is the fat version of John Cena." And he says it. He goes, "Oh my God, it's the fat John Cena." It's pretty good. I laugh when you're supposed to laugh, and for the right reasons. I got a little teary eyed when you're supposed to. I cringe. The action is over the top. But again, at the bottom of it all, this movie would not be worth dirt if it wasn't for the chemistry between the two brothers. And this one nails it. These guys, you can see, are having a blast. They fully immerse themselves into this '80s era type movie, and they're running with it, and it works. It shouldn't. I shouldn't have been this entertained. This should have been put in the theaters. The fight scenes alone are worth it. The only thing I'm going to say, besides the mistakes like the '80 movies, the runtime of 2 hours and 4 minutes, I would have put it. I think they could have trimmed something off and put it at 145, 150, and you would have had the perfect action movie, I think. But other than that, it's the movie that shouldn't be this entertaining. I'm hoping they do a sequel. I would, or have these guys go at it again in something else. they have this magic, and I loved it. And I would this remind me Tango and Cash. I shouldn't have liked it that much, but because of Stallone and Russell's chemistry, that movie is still one of my favorites. And this is how now become one of my favorites of this year so far. The chemistry alone just brings this movie out so much, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Check it out if you like action comedies and buddy cop films from the 80s. This is going to be right up your alley. You can't go wrong, I think. It's just top over the top action, some really funny scenes, and some really touching scenes. It has everything going for it, and I think you really enjoyed it if you like these buddy cop movies from the 80s. But that's me. You let me know, have you seen it? Do you like it? You're going to go see it? Let me know. Share your thoughts with us. Hit the like button, subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And this is Steven with my initial reaction to The Wrecking Crew with Dave Bautista and Jason Momoa. And I'll be seeing you in the future.